welcome back to my channel. I have just had to shut the windows in my living room because it's noisy out there, but it's the 37-degree day here in London, so I'm hot. But I'm doing it for you guys because I appreciate you and I love you. Hey, I'm Ellen if you're new here, and today I'm making a video that might get me cancelled by the MLM community. MLM community, I mean, as if I wasn't cancelled by them already. This is really gonna push it just that little bit over the edge, I feel like, but I'm gonna make it because I am all about exposing this stuff. Well, I'm not actually, it's really not what I want my channel to be, but I am getting so into researching it and learning about it, so I want to bring all that information to you guys. I have just had a haircut. I got little bangs, fringe, so if I'm playing with my hair throughout this video, I apologise in advance. But basically, hey, I'm Ellen if you're new here. I mainly make fashion, lifestyle-y content, but recently I've been receiving a lot of DMs from girls basically asking if I want to know about the business opportunity that they're involved with, and they always are multi-level marketing companies. So I had been doing a lot of research into multi-level marketing companies, specifically in teletravel was the one that I get contacted by most, so the one that I ended up doing the most research into. So that's the one specifically that's contacted me the most, and specifically that I've looked into the most. However, this video is not about a specific MLM per se. I am watching Zoom calls from a certain MLM, but I'm not going to disclose which one it is. If you know the channel I got this video from, which I'm going to leave the real video link down below, you'll know who it was, but I personally am not going to say which MLM it is, even though it's like screamingly obvious. I'm not going to say which MLM it is because this video isn't about a specific MLM, it's about MLM culture in general. That's kind of where I want to keep it, and I don't want to attach anything I'm saying to a particular multi-level marketing company. I'm just using that particular video to back up some of my points. However, I will be using other references from other companies to push those points more. So another thing, I did talk to 3 directors from IntelliTravel recently. It was actually a really great Zoom call. Oh my god, they were really lovely. Great to kind of ask them all the questions I wanted to ask them, basically. So if you want to see that full video, I'm not going to post it on my channel because I don't feel it needs to be on the internet twice, but Lavonda, one of the women I spoke to, did post the whole video, just uncut edit of it. It's literally just the whole Zoom call on her channel, so I'm going to leave that link down below. I feel like they were really great at clearing up some points around the kind of mass DMing people and the approach you should be having if you're going to do something like this, not selling fake promises. And they were quite realistic that they make most of their money from the PlanNet side of the business, and they'll only take travel bookings if it's really big, like a big holiday they're going to be booking. They will only do that. Also, another thing I learned is they don't make any money, they only make money off the off an independent travel agent if they book travel with one below them. So that the main bulk of the money does come from the multi-level marketing side of it, which we all knew. They were really lovely women, and they're obviously really successful in what they do. If you want to watch that whole video, you can. And I don't want to say anything bad about them. It was just stuff I already know. It didn't convince me that I wanted to join IntelliTravel in any way, shape or form. But it was a very interesting conversation and cool to get to talk to them. So if you want to watch that, it will be linked down below. It is long, but I just basically asked them kind of like an FAQ of things that you would ask someone if they sent you a DM, really, but getting it from their perspective. So yeah, you can watch that video down below. God, I've rambled on for ages. So the crux of today's video, I am going to talk to you about cults. So I listened to a podcast called The Dream, which within one of their podcasts, the podcast was called, I've written it down because I'm a real professional YouTuber. The podcast was called How to Fire Your Boss. I'm gonna leave all their podcasts linked down below if I can. They're just called The Dream, and they've got a whole MLM series. So I think the one I was listening to was called How to Fire Your Boss, and it was with a psychologist who helps people leave multi-level marketing schemes, companies, and he comes at it from an aspect. So he is a ex-cult member. He was part of, I think they're called the Unification Cult, but they're kind of not formally, like more informally known as the Mooney Cult. I think created by possibly a Korean man. I don't actually know too much about the cult, but he was part of that cult. He was recruited in his high school or university cafeteria by 3 women. So obviously using recruitment tactics that cults use to recruit new people into their cult. So he now, works as a psychologist. He has a degree from Cambridge in psychology and is recognised as a person who deals with people who are in cult type situations. He works with this principle called, I've written it down, the influence continuum. I'm going to put it up on the screen now. I'm actually going to get it up on my laptop so I can talk about it a little bit. And this focuses on healthy and unhealthy behaviour within cult-like situations. So it focuses on constructive and healthy behaviour and destructive and unhealthy behaviour, 2 parallels, and then it splits it up by the individuals, the leaders and the organisation. So he looks at multi-level marketing as commercial cults. So that is what he terms them as, because there are so many similarities to what a cult is officially known as. And with all these similarities, we're going to watch obviously a video from a Zoom call to kind of demonstrate a lot of these similarities. He is contacted by family members of people who are in multi-level marketing companies, and then they are helped to get them out and stop them from losing money or scamming people, depending on whether they're an individual or they're a leader. So I'm gonna flash the influence continuum on the screen. Again, I'm gonna link it down below if you want to read up on it more. He's a really interesting guy, and to be honest, I would recommend reading this and listening to that podcast because it is so interesting and it covers a lot of the topics I'm going to talk about in this video. And yeah, basically, yeah, we'll cover a lot of topics in this video using the Zoom call I'm about to show you. So the Zoom call I'm about to show you, I got from an account that I'm going to leave links down below, who basically, it's just full of private Zoom calls from a certain MLM, and so I'm going to blur faces, but obviously on theirs they don't, so you can go over there and watch all the videos if you want to, but personally I blur faces, so that's what I'm going to continue with this video, even though this is on the internet somewhere else. Obviously everything I'm saying is purely my opinion and the opinion of using the influence continuum and the definition of what a cult is, and all the videos I'm using are in fair use. They're already available on the internet anyway. I'm not talking about a specific MLM. What I'm going to show you in this video is tactics that are used by basically every single multi-level marketing company. If you are in a multi-level marketing company and you feel it's not used in yours, then feel free to mention, but from what I've seen from Zoom calls, I'm sure you can find similar tactics used in every single multi-level marketing company I can think of. Anyway, so we're 10 minutes into the video already. I'm gonna get into watching this Zoom call now. I've actually broken it down into just the bits I wanted to talk about, so you can watch the full video below. I haven't edited it in any way that would be seen as trying to tailor what they're saying or anything like that, so you can watch the whole thing down below. I've also tried to cut out any names or anything that pops up as well, so if the video looks like a little bit like just a zoomed in picture of somebody's face, that is because I just don't want to, didn't want to include anybody's names in anything, so that's why it might look a little bit weird. But let's get into it, shall we?
Like the hug that you need from like that auntie that you don't see very often. You need to use your director upline. They're successful, they are extremely credible, and they are very experienced to have got to director. And if you put them in three-way chats, when you've already made sure that this prospect is serious, they are not going to mind. Your DIT is a 2020 builder or a gold builder and a DIT. They are 100% the person to go to. If you don't have that, go to your director upline. That's not me dissing any gold builders, any silver builders, any bronze builders. Let me make this clear. If you're a bronze, silver or gold, you should not be spending your time in three-way chats. You should be spending your time continuing to build your business. Build your business consistently.
So the reason I wanted to play that clip, basically what she's talking about there is if you're finding it hard to recruit a certain person, the tactic is to put somebody a lot higher than you into the chat so they can see that leader figure, which is kind of the first topic I want to talk about in terms of cult behavior. So obviously within a cult there is always a leader figure who is seen as more prestigious and higher and more important than everybody else, and everybody aspires to be like that person. And I think this tactic of putting somebody more influential within the company into the chat is a really obvious recruitment technique that would be used both by MLMs and by cults in showing that this aspirational leader figure, although they are everything, they are successful, aspirational, everything you want to be, they're also totally accessible to you at any time. So you can contact that person, and that getting that initial contact with them is sucking you into that behavior of knowing that this person's an aspiration, very successful, but also contactable to you, and makes them feel like this person's lifestyle is more attainable because that person is attainable to you. And I think it's also really enforcing the idea that the leaders are more powerful than you. Like, you can't make that, like, push that person through to signing up on your own. You need that help and support from your leader. So it's reinforcing their status and their power, and the way she uses the idea that I'm not shooting you down if you're a gold, silver or bronze, but you're not as important as this director, this gold builder. It's really enforcing that status onto you.
I've now got a morning routine that works for me. It puts me in a mental state to have a great day every single day, no matter what. Who on this call knows what their perfect morning routine is? It's taken me so long to work it out, right? Guys, if you do not have a morning routine, don't ever expect to guarantee an amazing day every single day. You need a morning routine, not just for this business, but for life. Because when you stub your toe on a Wednesday, if you've had a morning routine that works for you, you won't lose your shit. You will still hold yourself together. A morning routine is an absolute game changer, and my morning looks like this. I will wake up, I will not look at my phone for a minimum of 30 minutes. I will turn my alarm off, then I will not go on WhatsApp, I will not scroll on Instagram. And this is what keeps me in the right mental headspace to keep moving forward. I will do 3 things. I will do a minimum of 2 minutes silence. For somebody that has a busybody brain like me, this is really difficult. I will take 2 to 10 minutes to sit in silence and actually take some deep breaths. If somebody told me to do this a year ago, I would have laughed. I would have said, you've got to be kidding me. Who do you think I am? Some weird woo-woo like monk who's going to sit on the top of a tree with a shaven head? No, that's not me. Guys, I am a changed woman. 2 to 10 minutes of silence. I will then do my affirmations. I will read out, I am strong, I am powerful, I am successful, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am in control.
So I think that that segment was really just about my next point, which is kind of the ritualistic behavior that comes with being in a multi-level marketing company. So I have a morning routine, actually, to an extent, without a little bit of the aggression and passion she has behind her, do agree with some of the things she's saying. I think if you've got a bit of a routine, yeah, it does kind of set you up for the day. But the way that this is kind of really enforced within multi-level marketing, I see it so much on Instagram. They are all preaching from the same hymn sheet in terms of this ritualistic morning routine, whether it's proven or unproven. I know people sit on the fence with Elon Musk and Bill Gates get up at 5 AM, so should I, and people do sit on the fence with who's right and who's wrong about whether that's the right thing to do. They push it hard. They push the morning routine, the being up early, everything you can do before 8 AM spiel hard. So it just really reinforces that kind of cult-like ritualistic behavior of waking up and doing the same thing every day, and it not just being the same thing for you, but the same thing for everybody that you're working with within the multi-level marketing company.
I then, guys, go to visualization. I will get a pad and paper. Every single morning I will do it. I will write my name in the middle of this pad and paper. It takes about 5 minutes, and I will draw off little sort of squiggles of things that I want to be in my life. So my dream house, my dream car, and the fact that I've got a home gym, the fact that I'm able to pay my mum, dad and sister a full-time wage, the fact that I can afford to never look at a menu when I go to a restaurant.
So basically that was going to be my point of kind of going back to the kind of that aspirational leadership figure. I know she is saying that this is her visualization and this is what she visualizes every morning, so she's trying to manifest into her life. But I assume from knowing this girl's Facebook page and stuff that she does have a lot of these things as well. And within both multi-level marketing and cults, there is always, like I said, that leader figure, and that leader figure is someone who is presenting a lifestyle that looks like unbelievably desirable, and they're making it appear attainable, and you join because you want that lifestyle as well. So I think her spieling all of this like really like aspirational points is just really hitting that I'm the leader, I'm aspirational, you can have this too, join us. So going back to her morning routine now.
Routine every day. You will iron out bad days. Morning routine. I've read The Morning Miracle, and it's a fab book. That was my first personal development book I read, and I cannot recommend it enough. That's where you will get the same fingers from. It is amazing. Massively. So guys, we're going to wrap up the
so yeah, another big aspect of cult behavior that's really like when you're looking at what makes a cult, it's something that's quite high up on there, is all kind of reading the same literature or applying the same methods to their life. So for example, anyone who follows anyone who's in a multi-level marketing scheme company on Instagram will know about the Morning Miracle, because they bang on about it all the time. This is like the Hun MLM book, like Bible basically. So you get obviously religious cults that have the Bible, different cults that have other texts as well. So obviously Scientology has that, like the comic book type text, but there is literature that you must study and learn and abide your life by. This example, and I think you can all agree, I'm sure I could find plenty more examples of people in multi-level marketing companies pushing the Morning Miracle on people, and other books such as The Secret, The Alchemist. They have their kind of manifestation, life coach type books that they really harp into you are the like books that are going to change your life. I actually really like these books as well. I think this is why I'm so intrigued by multi-level marketing and why I choose to make these videos, is because a lot of the stuff they're into, I'm into as well, just naturally. Does anyone tell me I need to be into it? Does anyone tell me I need to read The Morning Miracle? I don't know, maybe it came from an influence from Instagram, I'm not sure, but I'm not paying any money to have this lifestyle that makes me think and manifest in this way. But anyway, I think that is just talking about kind of one of the things that does spur me to make these videos. But yeah, the morning miracle is a text that is referred to a lot in multi-level marketing, within multi-level marketing chat, basically. So I've got 2 more points. One comes from this and then my last one. So let's just keep going, shall we?
This, so hopefully everybody can see it. To get this timetable, guys, you need to actually put your email in the chat box. So I'm just going to put the link again for those of you that missed the call. Who on this call can put their
so that goes a little bit back to kind of the ritualistic behaviour. So obviously they've got all these calls they need to attend. I don't know if you noticed, but the first call starts at 5:45 a.m, which I think I work pretty hard. I start work at like 8, oh sorry, I said PM, I meant AM, but I start work at 8 a.m. every day, and I know a lot of my friends do, but I think 5:45 is another level of starting work. Like you can get up at 5:45, do your own thing, do your yoga, do your whatever, but starting work, that is, I think, probably if you asked, I don't know, 100 people, 90% of them would probably say they don't start work at 5:45 a.m. Maybe like CEO level does. I don't know, I'm just spouting right now, but that is very early. And we know that something that is massive within cult communities is like control. So control over diet, control over sleep. And I think this kind of plays into that. In 5:45 is very controlling over your sleep, could cause sleep deprivation, definitely, if like you're someone that doesn't go to bed early enough and you feel some pressure to be on these calls. I'm sure there's no pressure to be on these calls, but like the fact that they start that early and you're probably not seen as someone that's ever going to be a success if you do not attend that call, that kind of mind control that comes with, right, I know I need to be in that call because otherwise I'm not going to be successful, and then there's no point me being in this business, would make you want to turn up for that call. Yeah, so I guess it's all around control, and not just this call specifically, but if you look at a lot of like supplement multi-level marketing companies, or ones that do like vitamins and those sort of things, yeah, like vitamins and like proteins, they always come with like a diet control almost as well. So they have their different like diet plans and things you push on not only your customer but the people that like the distributors as well. So there is that diet control element that comes with a lot of multi-level marketing companies as well. So there's a lot of control basically seen in cults in both multi-level marketing companies. And I think we finished watching all the bits of the video I wanted to watch. I think my biggest point that is similar to multi-level marketing and cults is that you don't really know what you're getting into until you're in. And I think I have had so many messages from people who have told me they've watched my IntelliTravel video, who are already within IntelliTravel, who have said that they've seen my IntelliTravel video and it's made them question what they're doing and made them want to leave. And I think knowing that they had probably hadn't really done their research, but had been sold down, kind of like, not sold, well, they've obviously been sold into like something that's really unattainable, because we all know 99% of people within multi-level marketing companies don't make any money. But in terms of you're going in, and it's kind of like the more and more you get into something, the more you get to learn about it. So you don't just go in with all the information, you go in knowing maybe 5% of the information about the company. Probably an exaggeration, but you get my point. The company or the cult, you go in knowing a little bit of information about what you're getting signed up for, obviously the best side of the information, and as you get further and further into it, that's when more and more gets revealed to you. And this is, yeah, very similar behaviour in from both aspects. And yeah, I think, yeah, from the messages I've been receiving, it's very clear that that is definitely what happens, that you just get more information as you go on. So yeah, that is my video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really enjoy doing these kind of deep dives into like a certain topic. Like that was 4 minutes of video and managed to totally deep dive around it. If you want to know any more about any of these topics, I'm going to leave everything I've mentioned down below, because I think it's all really interesting and you can kind of create your own, like get your own ideas from it as well. If you're in a multi-level marketing company and this was triggering for you, I'm really sorry, but I haven't said anything that's false. I've literally watched a video and compared it to what is actually defined as a cult. So that's all it is. If your multi-level marketing company doesn't act in this way, then you've hit a good one. If they exist. But if you see a lot of similarities in this, I would kind of reevaluate what you're choosing to do for a living. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please do remember to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.